What's going on, everyone? Today we are going to be covering some of the best skins, at least in my opinion, for FM24. Being that we're not getting FM25, this is the perfect time to find a new skin that you may not have given a go, and it becomes your new favorite skin for FM24. But before we get into things really quickly, just want to let you all know all the skins that you will see here in today's video will be linked down below in the description for all you to download and give a go for yourselves if you wish to do so. Now, all these have something different to offer, and some of these are pretty underrated in my opinion as well, which the first one we're going to talk about is pretty underrated. It is the mixed skin. Now, when I first loaded this skin up, I was like, okay, you could definitely tell that it takes a bunch of different skins and kind of puts it into one, but the home screen is what sold me on it. The home screen, what you can see numbers-wise, is amazing, and being that we play Football Manager, a lot of us like our numbers. Now, you can see that we have got the attacking screen from the data hub here on the home screen. Same with defending. But we also get to see the formations faced and used, which all of these you can change to whatever you end up wanting to change them to. And with being able to see the formations faced and used, and it also shows your clear-cut chances here, I'll move myself out of the way, against as well as in your favor as well. It is very impressive what you can kind of see numbers wise within this skin. Sold me on it big time. I always like my club info screen looking pretty nice, and it does look nice. If I had the city packs installed as well, it'd look absolutely phenomenal. But on the tactic page, it is very original. It doesn't really kind of differ from all too many. I do like that there is the weak foot and strong foot right here, but you also have the kind of pie chart down here as well on how used to a role the players are. And the player info screens seem pretty natural as well. But in this save that I'm currently kind of showcasing this on, I am also not only the manager of Bayern Munich, but also the English national team. So when I go to the nation, I want to make sure that it kind of looks nice as well with it, because it's pretty basic a majority of the time, and it still holds up. It looks pretty nice. So if you're looking for something a bit new, definitely give the mixed skin a go. Next up, we're going to be talking about the material skin. Now, the material skin for me has always been one that I really like. It is very easy on the eye is the best way I guess I can put it, but the color combo is what's always kind of kept me away from it. I like it matching whatever club I'm at, but I mean, I really do like the look of the material skin this year. It is very good, looks very nice. And one thing that I love is not only seeing kind of the reports on the next opponent and whatnot, but you also have the comparison screen right here that you can kind of look at and compare yourself to across the league. But also when we go to the club info screen, I love it when we have skins that kind of are active and you kind of see them change when you go from screen to screen. And this, once again, looks very nice. But then when we get to the tactics screen, it looks pretty basic as well. And like I'm saying, like, it's not like a basic skin, but it's easy on the eye. It's not too bright, not too dark. It is that perfect medium, essentially. And it's the same thing with the player profiles. Still super clean, super easy on the eye, and a lot of these you can kind of change to whatever you want. And I did notice here that there are two panels that are empty currently, but you can actually have like a pie graph here, or just graph, you know what I mean, it's not a pie, but you can kind of pick what you want to see, and it kind of profiles it very nicely. So once again, another skin that if you're looking for something a bit new and it's easy on the eye, definitely give the material skin a go. And for this next skin, we're going from one easy on the eye skin to another. It is the Tato skin. Now, Tato is a pretty popular skin out there. A lot of people tend to use it, and one of the reasons is because it is easy on the eye. It looks very nice. And I mean, here on the home screen, it shows that holds true. When we go to the club info screen, once again, holding true. And what's great is that you can see all your facility ratings up here. You got your club stadium right here, the kits. Then also down here in the bottom right, I'll move myself. You also have all your finances. So if you're going from club to club, you're able to see what type of finances they have before you even move over there in a job. And here, just as an example to showcase that financial aspect, here's Wolfsburg in this same save, and the balance, as we can see, has changed, and it shows they're not doing all too great. But once we get to the tactics screen, once again, very nice and clean. And it's no different here with the player profiles. If you're looking for a skin that is just super clean and super easy on the eye and covers everything that you might possibly need, at least for the basics, the Tato skin's definitely going to be the one for you. Moving on to the next skin, we have the Dark Polish skin. Now what's unique about this one is it is once again a skin that is easy on the eye. Starting to notice a pattern here probably, but it's very easy on the eye. However, this is one of the skins that has multiple interchangeable backgrounds, and it changes based on the color of the club. So if I go ahead here, click on this one, it is Bayern Munich red. If I go to the English national team now, it is England white. Once again, if I go to Werder Bremen, now it is Werder Bremen green. It's nothing too crazy to add into anything, but I mean, if you're wanting a pretty nice polished skin, but then you also want, okay, maybe I want it to be pretty bright as well and potentially the same color as my club, then you have those options there by having those interchangeable backgrounds. As we can see, it's not just with your club's color, there's also like a black and white option, or straight up if you just want the Champions League stadium back there if you're playing a Champions League game. It also looks very nice on the club info screen as well, and even though it's an image in the background with that bright red, it still looks pretty good on the tactics screen as well. And I mean, obviously you can turn it off if you wish, and then it is just a plain black in the back, but it isn't all that crazy having that red in the background. When you go to the player info screen as well, it still looks very, very good. So if you're looking for a skin that is pretty polished, hence the name, Dark Polish, but also has a little bit of customizable ability to it, this one is going to be perfect for you. Up next, we have got the Andromeda skin, which actually just had a update this past month, and if you like a retro looking type of skin, this is definitely going to be right up your alley. And I think the reason why I call it retro is it does kind of have that vibe to it, but I think it's mainly due to like the text, the font. It definitely gives that type of vibe. But with the home screen, with this skin, it's kind of like the first one that I highlighted. There is a lot of info to it. So here is the base home panel. As we can see, we have got 4 different ones. You have home panel 1, then you got home panel 2, which once again, you can kind of get a next match report. You also have your squad comparison across the league. You have your individual match analysis down here. Then you have home panel 3, which once again goes even more in depth with your squad. And then you have home panel 4, which kind of just shows you what available jobs are there and insecure jobs, some promises that you have to certain players as well. So once again, a skin that on the home screen, if you're looking for a lot of info and you don't really want to go searching for it, then you just head to the home screen and essentially all your info is there for you. When you go to the club info screen, I absolutely love the look of this. If I had the city pack to where you not only got to see the stadium here, but as well as Munich, this would look absolutely unbelievable. And also, this is a nice little touch right here where you get to see where exactly your club is located. So if you're wanting to have a like specific Central Europe squad makeup, you can just be like, oh, all right, cool. My club is in Central Europe. I can have Germans, I can have Belgians, I can have the Dutchmen. It's a very nice little addition, and I mean, this looks absolutely fantastic. Another reason why I kind of feel it has that retro vibe is the stars, which it once again drills it home right here. I mean, you look at the stars here, it reminds me of like an old school FIFA game. And then you also have the interchanging tactics screen, which is very cool, and it's very different as well with the role. It's not like one of those pie graphs that we've seen with some of the other skins, but if they are elites in a role, they get a little star right here because they are a natural in it. And then when you go into the player profile, once again, looks very, very good. The only thing that I would suggest changing about this skin, which you can do in your preferences, is changing the attribute colors because they are kind of dark, but you can make them whatever colors you end up wanting them to be. So if you're looking for something a bit old school, a bit retro, but also very, very cool looking and also with a boatload of information for you, the Andromeda skin is definitely one you need to look into. Up next, we have one of my new favorites. It is the Just skin. Now, this skin is very, very nice. Just like all of them, they're all nice. But this one really, really surprised me the last time I made one of these videos. And I was like, all right, this I feel like should have been way higher up on my list. And I mean, it breaks into the top 5 here with this video. It is a very good, nice, sleek skin. And one thing that I love is anything that you need, once again, you can find here on the home screen. If you're wanting match and team analysis, you got that available for you. If you want to report on your next opponent, you also have that as well. And instead of going to the data hub, you have all of that available to you right here in the stats bomb report. Another thing that I absolutely love about this skin is the club info screen. One of the nicest looking ones out of any skin that I have ever used. Absolutely love it. And I love that I can see not only my reputation, but all the training facilities stuff here as well. And the little breakdowns that it does of your 3 players that it highlights, which is usually your captain, key player, and hot prospect, that's a little nice addition as well. Well, then we get to the tactics screen. Very nice and clean looking tactics screen, but it's different from the usual kind of color outlay of everything. Very different color palette that they used here, but it looks very, very nice still. And when we go to look at the player profile screen, it's absolutely fantastic. Looks very, very nice. So if you're wanting a skin based off of looks, but also one that gives you a lot of info, the Just skin's going to be perfect for you. And there is a bonus to this skin as well. It also comes with another version of the skin, which is attributeless. So if you're wanting to do a Moneyball save, but your skin looks super duper nice, then this is another option for you out there for a Moneyball type skin, because there really aren't a whole lot of Moneyball skins out there. Moving on to our next skin, though, is one that I wasn't a huge fan of in years past, but this year it's absolutely incredible. It looks so good. It is the OPZ Elite skin. Now with this skin, this is the 2023 version. There is also a 2023 2K version, not the video game, but resolution. And then you also have the OPZ Elite 2024 Blackout. So there's 3 versions. My preferred one is this one though, the 2023 version. And it is once again a skin that not only looks absolutely fantastic, but has a bunch of info for you that you don't have to go searching for. You got your match day stuff right here. You have your next opponent report. You also have your last match review, stats bomb report, which I absolutely love that people are adding this into their skins. Then you also have the comparison screen here as well. When it goes to the club info screen, once again, another skin that looks absolutely fantastic. And when we get to the tactics screen, one thing that I like about this is not only the color coordination here with the rolls, but also that the pitch kind of actually looks like a pitch. It's not just kind of a blank like green canvas. It actually looks like it has a little bit of texture to it, which is a nice little touch. And when you go to a player profile screen, very nice looking. The only thing that I would personally want to change is what color the attributes are. But I mean, one thing that I love on a lot of skins that end up having these, which it's not all that many, is when you have the player archetypes. And I mean, being that I can see that my striker is a fox in the box, that's just a nice little addition. Also, another nice little addition is their names are like a signature somewhat, not like completely in cursive, but it is a nice little touch right there. And when you look at your player statistics, which right here it's attributes and you just click on statistics, this is one of the best breakdowns that I have seen in any skin to date. It looks absolutely fantastic. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I end up using this OPZ Elite skin quite a bit in the near future. So if you're looking for something a bit new, something that looks great and has a lot of in-depth info as well that is easily accessible, definitely give the OPZ Elite skin a go for yourselves. Now we're moving into the top 3, and our first one in the top 3 is the Musterman Iconic skin. If I'm not mistaken, all 3 videos that I have done for FM skins this skin has always been in the top 3, and there is a reason as to why. Musterman did an absolutely incredible job on this skin as a whole. It is very unique, very in-depth. People that love doing Moneyball or stats-based saves in general, this is the perfect skin for you to use. Because not only does the club info screen look great here, it also, one thing that I love as a little touch to it, is when it showcases your kits, it's like a little club store, which is always nice. But then when you go to your inbox on this skin and you go to news, it is the Musterman Broadcasting Network, which is very nice because not only do you get kind of news updates from your save, but also he gives shout outs to creators that he quite enjoys within the FM community, which I always suggest to check out these people. They are very, very good at what they do within the FM community. And I mean, seeing someone within their own work have the time to shout out other people at the same time, that's just absolutely class. And another little thing that I like about this skin is on the home screen, instead of having kind of the tabs at the top like we have seen from some of the recent skins, they're little icons. So if you want to go to your training, here is your training. If you want to go to see your team performance, here you go. If you want to go see your board feedback, you also got that. Or if you want to look at rankings, here you go as well. But also what is quite unique about this skin is that it does something that no other one did the entire video that you'll see here today. The tactics screen is on the right side instead of the left. It's a little thing, but the little things in life make people happy, and this makes me happy. It is a nice change of pace from everything just being completely normal on the left side. Put it on the right side, it is a nice change of pace. But when we get into the player profile right here, this is where the whole Moneyball scheme takes place, to where it is, you don't see a single attribute number. It looks absolutely fantastic, looks great. You can not only see it total with the stats, but also on a per 90-minute basis. That's not the only change there. You click this little cog and you can get a pizza chart if you wish to have that instead. And it can compare not only with strikers, but also if you want to compare it to fullbacks, center backs, your goalkeepers, whoever it may be, they got a comparison for someone. So if you're doing a Moneyball save, this is the perfect skin for you to use. Coming in at the 2 spot, we've got the SAS24 skin. This is another skin that, once again, very easy in the eye, looks very nice, but also goes pretty in depth where it needs to. Once again, on the home page, you have multiple different tabs. You can go to the data hub in depth from your home screen. If you're wanting a comparison as well, you also have that here at your disposal. Club info screen, just like some of the others, looking absolutely fantastic. And when we go to the tactics screen, like the OPZ Elite, there is a little bit of texture on the pitch, making it look like a pitch. It actually looks pretty nice. Love the color coordination here with the rolls as well, and the weak foot and right foot. And when you go onto your player profiles, they are so in depth. It's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, everything that you could possibly want is right here in front of you, and I'll move myself, including a pizza chart to break it down numbers wise. So if you have not given the SAS24 skin a go for yourself yet, now is most definitely the time to do so. Coming in at the 1 spot is the skin that has been my number 1 the entire year. It's one that I use more than anything else, the WTCS skin. This skin is clean, it's perfect, it does absolutely everything you need it to do, and it has some very unique aspects to it as well. Club info screen looking absolutely fantastic. The home screen though, pretty basic compared to some of the others, but still looks pretty nice. However, where it starts to get in depth and exactly in the right spot that I want it to get in depth is once you get to the tactics screen. The tactic itself over here looking fairly basic. However, once you click on a player like that, it gets a pop out to the right. Nothing else does that. I absolutely love that it does that, because usually you just kind of get this pop out up to the right and it's much smaller. This allows you to go in depth because you see what role you have selected, and it highlights exactly what attributes you need to have be pretty darn good within that role. Not just there, but also your player traits and stats based off of what positions the player is playing. But then we go into the player profile screen, and it looks very nice, has everything that you need it to have on the base screen. But then once you go to the analysis screen right here, It has everything that you need if you also would like to play Moneyball type save, but be able to see the attributes of your players. So if you're looking for a skin that allows you to have the best of kind of every world available to you, definitely give the WTCS skin a go. So there we have it for today's video. Hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so why not hit that sub button? Let me know down below in the comments as well what your favorite skin that you've used this year is as well. And if you wish to download any of these skins for yourselves, we'll be linking all of them down below in the description for you guys to download and give a go. But until next time, everyone, have a good one. Bye-bye.